The supermarket aisle was a battlefield. Clara Thompson, 62, gripped her cart, each step sending a jolt of pain through her knees. A former high school track coach from Eugene, Oregon, Clara had always been unstoppable, jogging through misty mornings, leading yoga sessions, even hiking the Cascades. But now her legs felt like anchors, betraying her with every move. Was this just the inevitable march of age? Or was something sinister hiding in her daily routine? As she reached for a vibrant pineapple, a sharp stab in her ankle froze her. The thought hit like lightning. What if the healthy fruits she loved were quietly destroying her mobility? In small-town America, Clara's struggle echoes in millions of homes. Seniors over 60, determined to stay active, are baffled as their legs weaken, joints ache, and simple tasks like climbing stairs become daunting. They fill their plates with fruits, swallow their vitamins, and walk their neighborhoods. Yet the pain persists. The shocking truth? 7 beloved fruits, celebrated as health heroes, could be silently sabotaging their legs. This is Clara's Odyssey, a gripping tale of uncovering hidden dangers, embracing smarter choices, and reclaiming her strength. Here are the 7 fruits she learned to limit, the science behind their betrayal, and the alternatives that revived her vitality. Press 1 now if you're over 60 and want to protect your leg strength. These 7 fruits might be doing more harm than good. 120 pineapple, the tropical traitor. Pineapple is America's sunshine fruit, juicy, golden, and a star in everything from backyard barbecues to morning smoothies. Clara was no stranger to its allure, blending chunks into her post-yoga shakes, convinced its bromelain enzyme was a natural anti-inflammatory. Nutrition blogs raved about its benefits, and she felt virtuous with every bite. But for seniors over 60, pineapple's high sugar and acidity are a treacherous duo. Aging bodies struggle to regulate blood sugar spikes, and pineapple's natural sugars can overwhelm delicate blood vessels, starving leg muscles of vital circulation. The result? Crippling pain after a short walk, stiff knees after standing, or swollen ankles even at rest. Its acidity also aggravates joints, a nightmare for those with arthritis. Clara's wake-up call came from her friend Susan, a retired librarian in Salem. Susan had been a pineapple devotee, adding it to her oatmeal daily, but her knees began aching relentlessly, especially at night, disrupting her sleep. A doctor suggested cutting high-sugar fruits, and when Susan replaced pineapple with lower-sugar options, her pain faded within weeks. Clara, noticing her own ankles swelling after pineapple-heavy days, took the hint. She didn't banish pineapple entirely. America loves its tropical flair, but she slashed her intake to a small slice once a week. Pairing it with protein, like Greek yogurt, helped blunt the sugar spike. Her legs felt lighter, and the nagging pain after her evening dog walks eased. Pineapple wasn't the hero she'd thought, but with moderation, it could stay in her life. 2. Bananas. The deceptive comfort food. Bananas are the quintessential American snack, portable, sweet, and brimming with potassium. Clara kept a bunch on her kitchen counter, grabbing one daily to ward off muscle cramps during her morning stretches. Health magazines touted bananas as a senior's best friend, perfect for heart health and energy. But for those over 60, bananas are a wolf in sheep's clothing. Their high sugar content and fast-digesting carbs trigger sharp blood sugar spikes, paving the way for insulin resistance. This fuels chronic inflammation, choking blood flow to the legs and leaving them heavy and aching. For seniors with heart conditions, bananas' tendency to cause water retention can swell ankles and stiffen joints, turning a simple staircase into a gauntlet. Clara's neighbor Tom, a retired math teacher, was a banana enthusiast, eating 2 daily for muscle strength. He didn't connect his habit to the swelling in his legs or the stiffness that made gardening a chore. His doctor pointed out the sugar trap, and when Tom cut back to 1 banana a week, swapping in other fruits, his legs felt like they'd shed 10 pounds. Clara, reflecting on her own morning joint pain, followed suit. She limited bananas to occasional treats, noticing her calves no longer throbbed after meals. She also learned to pair them with fiber-rich nuts to slow sugar absorption. Bananas weren't the villain she'd feared, but they demanded respect, not daily devotion. 3. Grapes, the sneaky snack. Grapes are America's guilty pleasure, juicy, bite-sized, and dangerously easy to overeat. Clara loved popping them during her evening Netflix marathons, their sweetness a healthier alternative to candy, or so she thought. Grocery stores display them in tempting clusters, and dietitians praise their antioxidants. But for seniors, grapes fructose, a sugar processed by the liver, can morph into uric acid, which lodges in joints, sparking pain in toes, ankles, and knees. Clara had dismissed sharp twinges in her big toe as old age, but grapes were fanning the flames. Fructose also drives chronic inflammation, slowing mobility and taxing aging bodies. The real danger lies in grapes' snackability. A handful becomes a bowl, and the sugar piles up fast. Clara's cousin, Linda, a nurse in Boise, shared stories of patients with gout-like symptoms from grape binges. Linda herself had cut grapes after noticing knee stiffness post-snack. Clara took the warning to heart, slashing her grape intake and opting for structured portions. A small handful, no more. She also switched to snacking on veggies like baby carrots during TV time. The toe pain faded, and her evening walks felt less labored. Grapes could stay in her diet, but only as a cameo, not a starring role. 4. Watermelon, the summer seductress. Watermelon screams American summer. Think 4th of July picnics, backyard barbecues, and county fairs. Clara's family gatherings in Eugene always featured a massive wedge, its refreshing lightness perfect for Oregon's warm days. She thought it was hydrating and harmless, a low-calorie win. But watermelon's sky-high glycemic index makes it a blood sugar grenade, rivaling sugary soda. For seniors, these spikes ignite inflammation, leading to fatigued calves, swollen ankles, or soreness during brisk walks. Aging bodies can't handle the insulin roller coaster, and watermelon's allure masks its damage. Clara's sister, Diane, a retired florist, was a watermelon fanatic, eating slices daily to stay cool. Her knee pain flared every summer, which she blamed on heat. A nutritionist pointed to watermelon's glycemic load, and when Diane swapped it for gentler fruits, her stairs became conquerable again. Clara, recalling her own post-picnic leg heaviness, cut watermelon to a small wedge every other week. She savored it mindfully, pairing it with cheese to slow sugar absorption. Her calves stopped cramping during her evening strolls, and she felt lighter on her feet. Watermelon remained a summer icon, but Clara treated it like a rare dessert, not a staple. 5. Oranges, the breakfast betrayer. Oranges are America's health poster child, packed with vitamin C, a breakfast staple from Florida to California. Clara started her days with a tall glass of OJ, believing it fortified her immune system. TV ads and health blogs reinforced her habit, painting oranges as a must-have. But for seniors, orange's citric acid can irritate joints, especially in those with arthritis, amplifying pain in knees, hips, or ankles. Their sugar content also triggers blood sugar swings, fueling body-wide inflammation that stiffens legs and slows steps. Clara's friend Mike, a retired firefighter from Portland, swore by his morning orange juice until he linked it to his daily knee stiffness. Switching to less acidic fruits, he regained his morning flexibility. Clara experimented, ditching her OJ and eating whole oranges sparingly, always with protein like eggs to cushion the sugar hit. Her knees stopped locking up at dawn, and she could tackle her yoga poses with ease. Oranges weren't banished. They were too American for that. But Clara demoted them to occasional treats, savoring their zest without the joint fallout. 6. Green apples, the tart tempter. Green apples, with their crisp snap and tangy bite, feel like a wholesome choice. Clara grabbed one as a mid-afternoon pick-me-up, thinking their lower sugar content made them safe. Health influencers praised their fiber, and Clara felt disciplined choosing them over cookies. But green apples' malic acid, the source of their tartness, can irritate seniors' sensitive stomachs and seep into joints, causing pain in hips, thighs, or knees. Clara had noticed nighttime leg cramps, especially after apple-heavy days, but hadn't connected the dots. Her yoga instructor, Emily, shared a game changer. Cooking apples neutralizes their acidity. Emily had baked apples to ease her own joint pain, and the results were striking. Clara followed suit, swapping raw green apples for baked ones or gentler fruits. The burning in her feet faded, and climbing stairs felt less like a chore. She still loved apples. Granny Smiths were a Pacific Northwest staple, but raw ones were out, replaced by oven-warm slices sprinkled with cinnamon. Green apples could be allies, but only with the right preparation. 7. Mangoes, the exotic explosive. Mangoes are America's tropical indulgence, their lush sweetness a farmer's market treasure. Clara splurged on them during Eugene's summer markets, blending them into smoothies as a healthy dessert. Foodies and recipe blogs hailed mangoes as nutrient-packed, and Clara felt indulgent yet virtuous. But for seniors, mangoes are a sugar tsunami, spiking blood sugar and inflaming joints, especially ankles, hips, and knees. Nerve issues can worsen, bringing burning toes, numbness, or evening swelling. Clara's brother, James, a retired mechanic, loved mango smoothies until he traced his ankle pain to their sugar load. Cutting back transformed his mobility. Clara adored mangoes but learned to treat them like candy, a rare treat, not a daily fix. She ate small portions, pairing them with fiber-rich chia seeds to tame the sugar spike. Her legs felt less puffy, and her evening walks became pain-free. Mangoes remained a summer joy, but Clara kept them in check, honoring her body's limits while savoring their magic. The road to resilience. Clara stood in her kitchen, a bowl of raspberries glowing under the morning light. She'd been skeptical when she first heard about these dangerous fruits, dismissing it as another health fad. But after 6 months of tweaking her diet, her legs were stronger, her joints quieter, and her energy reborn. She hadn't abandoned fruit, she'd just gotten wiser. Here's what she embraced: berries, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries. Low sugar, antioxidant rich, they boost circulation, reduce swelling, and soothe joints. A daily handful became Clara's secret weapon. Cherries. Eaten sparingly, they lower uric acid, easing knee pain and preventing gout-like flares. Avocados. Their healthy fats fight inflammation and shield joints. Clara tossed them into salads for creamy richness. Papayas. digestible and anti-inflammatory. They starred in her smoothies, gentle on her system. Pears, mildly sweet, they avoid blood sugar spikes, keeping Clara energized without leg strain. Clara's journey wasn't about sacrifice, it was about empowerment. Swapping mangoes for berries or bananas for pears made her feel like she cracked a code. She shared her story at her community center, inspiring Susan, Tom, and others to rethink their fruit choices. Her kitchen now brimmed with berries, avocados, and pears, a vibrant testament to her transformation. Key Clara's rallying cry. Clara's legs weren't just stronger, they were a badge of her grit. At 62, she was hiking again, climbing stairs without a wince, and dancing at her granddaughter's birthday. She didn't let age cage her. She learned, adapted, and soared. What about you? Have you felt your legs drag after certain fruits? Are you ready to try cherries or avocados? Share your story. It could light someone else's path. A small shift, like choosing a pear over a pineapple, can rewrite how you move through life. Clara's proof in Eugene, Oregon. She's striding tall, living loud, and savoring every step. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like and share with your friends. Your support keeps these stories alive. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a new episode. And if today's story touched your heart, leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Take care, stay well, and see you in the next story.